we are not starving anymore for streams. We have rarely eaten as good as during this week. What the heck is going on? What have I been doing? Streaming today on Friday, yesterday, Saturday, Wednesday, okay, Monday, sure, whatever. Monday? Oh, yeah, Sunday. Yeah, just took a break on Tuesday. Sick. This is easy to me, or rather, I do it in a way that is easy to me, so I can just keep doing this. Who am I? Who is this strange man on the screen? It's me, Ren, the interdimensional sleeper agent. You can shorten that to Ren Interdim. And since today is not one of my regular days, I'm only playing something like little one-off whatever thing. I have prepared for today 2 demos. Bladesong. Bladesong is since last month in early access. I think that is also when I found out about it. It has a demo which I can play for free, which you can play for free. We're doing that today. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look. And then later, from what I've heard, we can probably spend like 2 hours plus on this. I think I'm gonna stop this after like 90 minutes maybe, because I have another thing that I want to do. The combat demo for Sword Hero, which is, I mean, swords, blades, swords, it's sword-themed Friday. Oops. Yeah, hitting my headphones, shouldn't do that. That game looks pretty sick, aesthetic, like exactly the level of graphical fidelity that I like. I'm just gonna say, if it actually does release eventually, that has a Kickstarter running. I think it's going for about another week maybe. I haven't donated to the Kickstarter yet, but I think I'm gonna do that if I like what I see from that demo. It's only a combat demo, but there is like a ton of other features. Like, it has the potential to be a cool RPG. It is somewhat of a Gothic-like in some ways. The classic 3 guilds which you can join, but it is so far only one developer. So I hope that succeeds and becomes the best version of itself that it can be. Oh my god, the same thing that I want for myself. Either way, let's get in here. Do we have sound? Yeah, we have sound. There it goes. Okay. Creative mode. I think this is just building swords, but apparently there's like other gameplay sections as well. In crying darkness you writhe. You cling to life by the tips of your fingers. What the heck, disgusting. Something takes shape in the emptiness, contours of flesh tracing along familiar lines, a withered old woman's face floating before your own. When she speaks, she has the rasping voice of a raven. Who are you? A swordsmith? A survivor? A saint? Dying soul, what? You will be addressed as male, as female. You will largely be addressed in a gender-neutral way. At times, generic masculine might be used. At times, generic masculine, that sounds exactly like my kind of deal. Dying? Wrong, it's not yet your time. The sundering claimed untold lies, yet you endured when so many around you perished. What did you do to survive? Mercenary. Joined a band of sellswords, forging the blades used in our butchery. When the last of them died in battle, it was time for me to start over. We built a settlement at Oster Hall. I was their smith and their spokesperson. For many years we held out. One by one I buried them all. Toughness? Okay. Diplomacy? Wanderer. I plied my trade from settlement to settlement, gathering hard-won knowledge about a world that is falling apart. +3 knowledge. Slave. I was too useful to kill. I was traded back and forth as a prize between warlords who kept me chained to a forge. When I saw my chance, I'd escaped. +3 finesse. I'm gonna go for Wanderer. That's a cool vibe. Like, I myself consider my halfway between Wanderer and Mercenary, maybe. But knowledge? Sure, let's go. A cold hand touches your brow. Water cools your burning throat. You kept something through all your hardships, a keepsake from a better time. What is it? An artisan's toolkit, a family heirloom, a bottle of rare old world spirit. For a creative playstyle, grants a bundle of leathers and pigments for more creative freedom early on. Story-focused playstyle grants a unique family heirloom. For an optimization-focused playstyle, what? To boost your progress? What the heck? I'm gonna say Artisan's Toolkit. For creative freedom. Wow, we have pigment. Amazing. Oh, more than one actually. The fire is burning itself out, leaving you a damp shadow of your old self. You claw blindly in the darkness until more water is tipped down your throat. What do you believe in? Now the voices have abandoned this world. Ambition. Humanity can rise above the voices if we learn their secrets. I believe continuity. I believe in small things. Bread rising, seasons turning, children growing. Freedom. We are better off without the voices. Humans can adapt to anything. Compassion. Every small kindness is an act of defiance in a world without pity. Nothing matters anymore. There's peace in accepting that. Either freedom or compassion, I feel like, is something that's worth believing in. I'm gonna say compassion. You have it backwards. Love is what dooms your kind in the end. The world will tear out that soft heart of yours and devour it. I leave you with one final question, and I don't expect an answer. What will fill the silence the voices left behind? As the old woman's face retreats into inky blackness, sparks flicker into life behind her one by one. A field of stars burning with a sickly pale light. That's actually a lot for a game that is about making swords, I guess. Like seeds taking root, they twist and expand, their tendrils branching and burrowing through the darkness until they've strangled it with light. Oh wait, I need to take a note, I forgot something. What the heck is this? Oh my god. 1 second, where's my thing? Oh, and one more has failed for the trap. Like, trying... Is everything okay with my weight? Let me briefly... Yeah, trying 3 times is almost a bannable offense in my book. I need... What did I... Oh, I forgot. Okay, that is one thing I need to write down. And... Right, that. Good. Can't forget that thing. Kiori Yuri. Hello either way. What the heck Like your eyes flutter as you regain consciousness. You're faintly surprised to find yourself alive. Either death did not come for you, or when it did, it found you unyielding. Wow, sure, awaken. You sit up, gasping, sweat-drenched. The fever has broken. Get my bearings, you're in a tent. There's no sign of your caretaker, apart from a half-empty water pail and a damp cloth on your brow. You peek out of the tent flap, squinting against the sunlight. So for your information, the phrase "how are you" is banned on my channel. Outside, as far as the eye can see, stretches a chaotic sprawl of tents and shelters, churned mud and shallow graves. Most of your rations are gone. Your horse was already dying when the fever took you. Its body is nowhere to be seen. By now it's likely soup. You're on your own. Member. Do you remember? A lifetime on the road, selling your wares, sleeping under trees, learning the secrets of the world. Every year it got harder. Landmarks vanished, bridges collapsed, outposts fell to ruin. At last you were forced to seek a sanctuary. It was a long journey to Aaron Keep. Through dust and despair, your last memories are of sliding from your dying horse, your numb legs tracking furrows in the mud as someone dragged you to shelter. But who? Outside the tent is a crude field forge, complete with an anvil. Did you crawl here in a daze, or did your mysterious caretaker bring you here? Either way, the anvil gives you a feeling of home. It says the field forge's condition, yeah, it seems to have been abandoned for some time, lacking anyone with the skill to work it, but it won't require much effort to get running again, should you need to make a living out here. Hopefully it won't come to that. First you should head to the gates and try to secure entry to Aaron Keep. That's why you came here after all. Thank you for playing the Bladesong demo. This short tutorial will teach you all you need to know. Please follow it closely. Welcome to the camp. People will come to you with commissions. You choose which commissions to take on. Commissions refresh daily. Select the highlighted button to choose your first commission. Briefly, do we get any tooltips or anything? Talers, okay, steel, wood, leather, action points. Finesse, knowledge, that's our 3 knowledge there. We have level 1. Toughness, okay, there's 4 stats. Get it? The menu. I guess Owen is the name of the client and he wants something which will probably take 1 action point and requires 11 steel? I don't know. When you accept a commission, you prepare a billet for your sword. Preparing this billet costs action points. Action points replenish daily. Preparing this billet also costs steel. Your first customer is a gaunt man in a tattered cloak. He approaches you, noticing the anvil outside your tent. You blacksmith, can you make a sword? I've got the coin for it, just make sure it's good and long. I don't like my enemies to be in hugging distance, if you get my meaning. Okay, no requirements for weight, balance, impact, speed, mobility, sharpness, stiffness, but it should be two-handed. Craft a long hilt for 200 euros, connect 2 grip parts to achieve this, and it should have a blade length of 38 to 58, the overall length of the blade measured from base to point. Getting XP and talers, okay. And I'm going straight to the forge. Rotating the camera, right mouse button and move the mouse to move the camera along the blade. Hold the middle mouse button or alt right mouse button and move the... Okay, like this turns and this moves, but only left and right. Okay, what the heck? The mouse wheel for zooming, sure, makes sense. At least this way I can't like completely unposition myself from anywhere that's actually important. Tutorials I've already seen. Yeah, use the tutorial flag in the top bar, revisit. Requirements. The top left panel shows your progress towards commission requirements. Hover the cursor over the blade length requirements to see helpful details. I already did that. Blade. What? Add an ability to start shaping the blade? Oh my god, like what the heck? Do I... like this? Can apply light or heavy hammer hits to alter your blade. Let's start with the light clicks. Click on the steel billet to hammer and lengthen it. Current 11. In order to make larger changes on your blade, you can build up strength with heavy hits. Click when the hammer is at its highest position for a heavy hit. The longer your chain of heavy hits, the more your blade changes with each hit. Okay, but do I actually... Are these heavy hits? Mobility. Currently only at 27. Oh yeah, I'm doing it. Let's go right in the middle there. No, they're not letting me do it anymore. Now that the blade length requirement is met, let's flatten the blade. Click the plus button to add a change thickness ability. Okay. Feel free to use light or heavy hits as you please. Hold shift for even lighter hammer hits. Okay, for even lighter. Oh, I see. This is actually like different tools basically. Change thickness. I don't know what I need to do about thickness actually. Why did that reduce its weight? This brought the weight up again. I have no idea. That's not exactly how this works. Like, changing thickness should change the width at the same time, I believe. Hammer a point on the sword. Usually customers won't accept a sword without a point. What the heck? Wait, reverse it. Aha. Am I doing it correctly? What do I have to do? Ah, the point. I have to work in... They want a pointy sword. The tip. I'm hammering a tip, is what I would call it. Oh, the cross-section, that's pretty cool actually. The cross-section ability makes your blade sharp. Let's add it. What? Get a better understanding of what's changing. Hammer until the blue line on the blade turns orange. Oops. I'm doing both sides at the same time. Okay, that's... The edge is now sharp and you can further adjust the shape of the cross-section. Keep hammering until the hexagon shape becomes a diamond shape. Like, yeah, this is like 2JRPG for me or whatever. This is not perfect either, but whatever. Click the hilt mode button to start working on the hilt. Okay, with blade mode and hilt mode. In hilt mode you have access to a library of sword parts to complete your sword. Select a guard from the library, then attach it to a slot on your sword. Square cross, cell sword. I think this... wait. Yeah, this is supposed to be big sword, I think. For big sword this is better. Attach it to a slot. In hilt mode, attaching parts costs resources. Keep an eye on the resource panel to see how much you are spending. Add a grip part next. Okay, how? This is an oval, okay. And this is a... oops. Huh, yeah, obviously. Mildly tapered oval. Okay, I guess it gets thinner, makes sense. Strong taper, yeah, no. I hate that this accidentally happens. All of these are... what do you mean thick? Tapered in some way except for this guy. Two-handed, yeah, I remember. Attach a second grip part to the first. In holding a sword part, you can cycle through them using Q, E, or Control plus scroll wheel. Select the pommel and try this now. Okay. Every part of a sword influences its physics. Watch the weight and balance meters as you attach a pommel. Okay, mobility goes down. Do I... okay, this works. Ah, okay, I should have put a tapered one there. Let me actually... I don't know, looks good in my opinion. You can detach sword parts again up by clicking on them. I did that. You will get your resources back, so feel free to experiment. When you are happy with your two-handed hilt, let's make some final adjustments to the blade. The ability history shows all abilities that have been used on the blade. You can use this to revisit abilities and edit or delete them. The number next to an applied ability shows its intensity. Editing abilities has no cost. Feel free to experiment. To narrow the blade. This looks more realistic actually, yeah. interesting. The man takes the sword and jabs it at his shadow experimentally. His slow grin crosses his face. This should do the trick. Thank you, Smith. Here's your payment. A nameless sword. Congratulations on finishing your first sword. Another customer awaits. Landon. Requires no steel, okay? Customers with repair jobs will provide you with a sword that they want edited. These commissions don't have an initial build cost, so they are perfect for making some coin when you are low on resources. Either way, word is spreading around camp about the new smith. Your next customer is a weary looking man with a bald pate at his hollow eyes darting back and forth. I heard you came down with the wasting fever. Lucky to be alive you are. Anyway, can you modify this sword for me? I scavenged it from the ruins, but it hasn't got enough of a point to it. I want something I can stab into a thief's belly if I need to. He hands you a sword with a sharp edge but a rounded tip. As he holds it up to the light, he leans forward conspiratorially. I've only had this blade 3 days and I felt people's jealous eyes upon it. If they come for it in the night, I want to be able to give them a short, sharp stab. Let's go. Okay, this is also, I guess, good for... I mean, it has a tip for showing you what the system can do. It wants a narrow point, which means, oh, the tool is already there. I can just range, okay. You can change the range of many abilities. The range influenced by your ability is marked with a line. Drag the circular handle at the end of this line. Hammer to apply your change. Oh, yeah. Nice work. When you fulfilled all requirements, the commission is complete and you can sell the sword. The man takes the sword and tests the point, smiling at the bead of blood that wells at his fingertip. Then he stars it away, glancing around the camp as he does so. Folks out here will take everything from you if you ain't vigilant. Keep a keen eye out, Smith. He scurries away, his back hunched as tough against a non-existent downpour, as though against a blah. Oh, doesn't have a name either. Can I? Probably not this one, but my own creations I guess I could name. I received a scrap item. Salvaging turns scrap items into useful resources. Where's my scrap? Old tools? Only good for salvage, okay. Okay. I could probably read this. So it's This costs a small amount of action points, so it's perfect use for leftover points at the end of a day. Hover over items to see descriptions. Interact with the item to salvage it. When your action points are spent, it's time to end the day. If you end the day with any action points left, they will be lost, so try to use them up whenever you can. Daily upkeep. Okay, I see how it is. What the heck? the outer gate. Passage into Aaron Keep is barred by a colossal gate, taller than a ship's mast. It was built to withstand enemy armies, but since the Masked King's ascension, like what the heck is this law? Pretty cool though, that it's not just random, like medieval setting, but I don't know. Basically, if you fused, I guess, Dark Souls and The Witcher and Kingdom Come Deliverance for some reason, maybe, yeah. I mean, that guy was a swordsmith as well, or like a regular smith for the most part, actually. It mainly keeps out the desperate masters seeking his protection. Examine the magical barrier, knowledge 60%, hell yeah. It's only visible in the half-light of dawn or when it pours with the rain, a faint shimmer. Gothic, like, unlocked. A faint shimmer that rises from the walls and captures Aaron Keep in a vast dome. Knowledge, a failure. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, but the Masked King is somehow the key to its power. The barrier is why so many travel so far to camp outside these walls. This is the reason you came here, braving countless dangers. This barrier keeps the dangers of the wastelands at bay. As you approach the... oh my god. I hate this word. Portcullis, whatever. Let me briefly... like, that is actually Latin, but whatever. Portcullis, yeah, or cullis, whatever. Portcullis, yeah. It looks stupider than it actually is, but whatever. Then there we go. Oops. Refugees push forward. Oh yeah, arises to admit a caravan and chaos breaks out. The crowd swells like a rising tide. Refugees push forward, begging for entry, and the guards batter them back with their shields. The merchant wagons barrel through, the drivers using horse whips to lash stragglers out of the way. Do I sneak through? That seems very dangerous. Let's go. You don't get far before a guard grabs you by the shoulder and flings you down into the churned mud. Not on my watch, he says. He gazes down at you like a fisherman disappointed with his catch. I want to enter the keep. That one has a star. You a citizen or got yourself a worker's permit? Well, no I don't. Then get out of here, applicant, and stop wasting my time. Applicant, that's the euphemism the guards use to refer to the desperate hordes camping at the gate. It has a nicer ring, you suppose, than refugee. Blah blah blah, I've traveled, blah, no, I have useful skills, I'm a blacksmith. Every applicant who comes here begging is a doctor, or a master glassmaker, or a damned alchemist. You think I was born yesterday? If you are a smith, prove it. Like, yeah, either he watches me or I show him whatever I made, but I have nothing. Maybe I can. And how am I supposed to know you're telling the truth? I've got a sword too, doesn't make me a smith. Okay. I guess I should have said, like, watch me, smith. Let's head back. You return to your tent where your makeshift forge awaits. You're hardly at your best working with such limited materials, but it's all you have for the time being. It won't be long before your cache of steel runs out. Since it seems you're going to be here longer than expected, you should make it a priority to find a merchant in this forsaken place. You finished the tutorial. From today on you'll have more action points to spend. You won't be able to complete every commission, so pick the ones you like the sound of. The game will open up from here. Don't be afraid to explore. Here are a few resources to get you started. 8 action points, what the heck? Okay, I have this book. What are you? 1 skill point. I have none, I guess, because I'm level 1. Sword part scaling. Okay, that's pretty cool. Advanced swordsmithing. Advanced cross-section controls. Asymmetrical blades. What the? Okay, yeah, there we go. Making teeth and everything. I can't see the rest yet. Wait. It's Owen and Owen again. Glancing around nervously and picking at a half-healed scar on his face. I found this blade in the lost city. It's not in great condition. You think you could make it usable again? Interesting. Like, what the heck, impact? Lots of mass near the point. Sharpness. Let's do Osco, maybe. In the camp, almost everyone is starving. The man who approaches your anvil is oddly well fed, his face fat and pink and healthy. Well met, Smith. Could you make me a sword? Something long and vicious, sharp enough to cut bone. I've got a spot of hunting to do later, you know how it is. Oh, he's gonna give me steel as well, wait. Gold. Costs 8. Why can't I do that? Pigment black. Okay, I probably don't have that, I guess. And the mystery reward. Let's go then. What kind of hunting? Yeah, that's the secret, my friend. If everyone knew where to find such easy prey, why would they all succumb to temptation? Why they all would, yeah, blah. And where would that leave me? With an empty fork? You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna do it. Delightful. We want a pretty long one, I guess. Let's go. Mobility -1. Okay, I see how it is. What if wait, can I? We will see about that mobility later, I guess. Sharpness. Oh, this is already where I think the point is gonna be. making it narrower, more narrow toward the point. Taper thickness, what the heck? Ha! No! No, it's gonna stay exactly like that. Let's go to the cross section. I guess nothing's happening anymore. But why? Do I make you wider? That adds sharpness supposedly, okay. Then I'm gonna be happy with this maybe. The center of balance, yeah, fuck that shit. You're getting this guy. And a grip with a... What the heck? Smooth leathers? Why can't I put leather on there? Cow leather on wood. Where you go there and you also come leather? Yeah, why not? That uses... Or I should keep track of how much steel I use when I do other stuff here as well. You should be happy then. Wait, O and P polish level? Ah, okay, weird. Sure, whatever. You get polished leather, my guy. Takes the weapon with reverent hands as if it is a sacred relic. Thank you, Smith. When night falls, I shall start my next hunt. Old tools, wonderful. I earned a skill point. Can I click on this? No, I have to go here. Let's go with the advanced cross-section stuff. Engraving, oh my god. Yeah, I think this game is sick actually. Let's briefly adjust the sword. What the heck kind of thing is this? Oh my god. He wants more of a narrow point, so let's make make it a point first. And do this. Oh, and he wants it sharp. Okay, okay, okay. Cross section. What are you? Okay, I'm confused right now. Wait, spine width? Edge? Ah, okay, this is no. Okay, this is the entire cross section. Okay, this is... now we're cooking. And make it wider and less thick, maybe? Okay, but now I ruined his point. Okay, this should do it. Blade length is still okay. He grins as he takes the weapon, swinging it experimentally through the air. Wow, this is going to come in handy. Thank ye, Smith. Pretty cool just for showing off a sword design that is possible in this game. And we end the day. Can explore the camp, okay, on the next morning. Outside the walls of Iron Keep, desperate souls gather in makeshift tents, pleading for entry. Let's introduce myself to the... yeah, let's do that. Compassionate, all that. The tents near you are mostly occupied by unfriendly, suspicious folk. They spit on the ground when you approach and ward you off with threatening gestures. There's one exception, however, a young woman who actually smiles as you approach, though her eyes are haunted and hollow-set. Glad to see you feeling better. You were on death's door for a while there. I guess that must have been her. You looked after me? Not exactly. I dragged you to safety after you fell off your horse. Thank you. No problem. The old woman did most of the work, nursing you back. Oh my god, not the old one when we could have had the young one. I checked in now and then, but she told me you were still recovering. Where is she anyway? I haven't seen her in days. Yet she was gone by the time I woke up and I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, this is also true, like I would like to thank her and maybe she can watch out for her, but no, I think this is the most honest answer. Ah, strange, I assumed she was a relative of yours. Must have been just a kind-hearted old soul. Count your blessings, there's not many of those around in this camp. It's nice to see a friendly face around here, yeah. And good to meet you too. Name's Chef, short for Shivana, but only my mother calls me that, and she's been dead for 10 years. She's painfully thin and covered in grime, much like everyone else in the camp. She's the first person you've seen smile, though. What do you imagine goes on in Errand Key? I'm starting to forget what civilization used to look like. It's safe in there. Somewhere we can set up shop, build a real business. Everyone eats like an emperor and the streets are paved with beer. Yeah, as long as it's better than here, I don't care what it's like. I hear that, yeah. She lapses into silence. Somewhere in the distance a scream rings out. You both try to ignore, like the previous question, like that masked king. We don't know, like he could be really fucked up. So like, do we really want to get in there? Well, not really, but kind of. We have at least to at least see what it's like. Do you know anyone selling materials I could use for my forge? Yeah, there we go. I heard someone say that there's a scrap peddler in the Lost City selling all sorts of things. A new location has been marked on your map. The Lost City. City of Legends. Goodbye. Before you can leave, Chef grabs your arm. There's a wild desperation in her eyes. I've been stuck out here for weeks and not everyone in camp is as friendly as you. Not sure how much longer I can last. Can you do me a favor? If you get into Errand Keep before me, find a fellow named Lucas Boreona. He's my uncle. If he knew I was out here, he'd help me. I'm sure of it. Of course, like, I mean, we will look for him. Even if we can find him, we will let him know that she's here. She doesn't know that we actually can't make any promises of success, but we can promise that we will try. Thank you, she rubs her eyes. Look at me, getting my hopes up. Lucas Boreona, remember the name. Jeff lifts her hand in farewell as you walk away from her tent. Her smile is as fragile as porcelain. Hell yeah, scavenge for food. The tragedy of the applicants' camp is indescribable, so is the smell. There are no sewers out here, and not everyone bothers to go to the outskirts to use the latrines. Tucked away from the squalor, you find a pocket where desperation hasn't completely taken hold. Children are playing in the mud. A few scrawny chickens peck at the ground, miraculously uneaten. As you pick your way through, wary eyes track your movement from tent flaps, some calling out to alert their neighbors to the presence of a newcomer. At the center of this little commune, you find a family crouched around a huge cooking pot, simmering with meats and scrounged vegetables. A little girl tosses a handful of wild herbs into the stew. Your mouth waters. I guess I approach. A father and mother, a gaggle of children, a grandmother with a face like an ancient apple, even a dog rolling on its back in the dirt, tongue waggling. They are tough, they are rough looking swords, filthy and gaunt, but you are not exactly presentable yourself these days. As you get closer, the man twitches aside his cloak to reveal a heavy wooden club. His wife's hand darts to a dagger in her belt. The dog snarls, hackles raised. They all look at you carefully, awaiting your next move. Toughness? No, I'm gonna introduce myself. The bearded man. Ho there, stranger. Name's Bennett Maunder, whatever. This here's my wife, Trian, and her ma, Güda. I can take you through the names of the nippers too if you like, but I get them mixed up myself. The young woman smiles wanly, withdrawing her hand from the daggers. No idea what that word means. The old woman just nods, her expression lost in a mass of wrinkles. The children cluster behind their father, peeping at you and giggling. And this mutt's name is Clodo. He's a good boy. Keeps the vultures away. With the word vultures, Bennett's expression darkens. Clodo sneezes disdainfully. I have to ask, what's in the pot smells incredible. It only smells good because from the looks of you, you haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Come on, pull up a rock, grab a bowl. It's a hugely generous gesture. Meat out here is as precious as gold, and this man has children to feed. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do it. We have to repay them eventually, but whatever. It's hot and thick and rich with meat. It's the best thing you've ever tasted. For the first time in weeks, the hunger in your belly ceases its howling. You're like, where did you find this? You seen those big merchant caravans that come trundling through camp every day? A box of rations fell off the back of one of those. That's some luck, ain't it? You know what? Teach me your ways. Hell yeah. In truth, I'm not sure I could do it again. The timing was perfect. The guards were distracted. The merchants had all caught the wasting fever and could barely lift their heads. Can't rely on that kind of luck. How long have you been out here? Almost 2 months now. Every day I beg the guards to let us through, but they're not interested in the likes of us. They offered us a trade though. They'll take our nippers in and keep them safe if TRedCat and I go work ourselves to death in their mines. But then who would look after old Guda, eh? That's hard. Don't do that. I agree. Guda wouldn't survive out here alone. Aye, that's the truth of it. So we are stuck out here for the time being. Don't worry though, we will find a way to get ourselves past that gate. Pleasure to meet you, Bennett. I'll see you later. Bennett. Highly revered name for blacksmiths, obviously. Away from the Maunders, the atmosphere of the camp reasserts itself. Unfriendly glares, distant sobbing. You draw your coat close around yourself and hurry back to your tent. Climb into your bedroll, enjoying the rare feeling of a full belly. You offer a silent thanks to Bennett Maunder and his clan before sleep steals you away. You are now well fed. A new day. A proper new day this time. Yeah. We have 10 action points. Just a little low on leather. What can we do today? Walnut brown, we don't have that. Tons of leather. And this is the only one we can accept. Okay, we apparently do have walnut brown. Mobility, sharpness. On the shorter side, maybe. 3 silver. What that kind of resources, silver and old tools. Oh, Bennett, specifically. Can we click through this actually? Good tidings, Smith. Just thought I'd drop by to take a look at your forge. It's a nice little setup we've got here, ain't it? Yeah, I was lucky. That is a stroke of luck. Still, there's a lot of abandoned stuff lying around camp. People die and leave their things behind. He pauses to scratch Clodo behind the ears, then straightens with a sigh. To tell you the truth, Smith, this ain't a social call. I was looking to commission a blade from you. What brought this on? Camp's a dangerous place and getting more dangerous by the day. I could do with a good sword if I'm to protect my family. Any experience? Not with swords, no, but I keep order at my old tavern with a stout cudgel when needed. Drunk men are easier to handle than desperate ones, but I do know a bit about how to hurt a man. What can you offer? I don't have much coin, but I've got goods to barter. Stuff I've scavenged from wagons and ruined farmhouses. Load the wine softly and nudges against Bennett's leg. Okay, I can actually accept this. Which I would like to do. My children, Tran and old Gidda, they are depending on me to keep them safe, Smith. Please, that's got to be worth something. Hell yeah, it is, brother. You will not be left to your own devices. Let's get some length in there. Like the billet shouldn't get heavier just by me making it longer. Two-handed, holy crap, he wants a big one. Doesn't care for balance, I guess. But he does care for speed, so I would assume gonna leave it at this for now. Actually, narrow maybe? Does that do anything for speed? No, it does not. Let's keep it relatively narrow for now. Give it a narrow point. Making it less thick towards the point, I mean... Don't know what exactly I'm doing here. Oh, I see how it is. Oh, my tip is ruined again. Whatever. My narrow point. Or is it? No, it's still fine actually. That was just... It looked weird for a second there. Ah, the cross-section. Some abilities like cross-section feature advanced controls that allow it to further customize their shape. Once your ability reaches 100%, advanced controls become available. Select and hammer to change various shape parameters. A longer blade handle further improves this rating. Wait, this is spine width, okay. Edge thickness does stupid stuff. Convexity. Interesting. A little bit of that maybe. Oh my god, we can like check along the entire width of the thing. Oh, that is weird. That probably doesn't cut well though. This seems realistic. I think I need to do stuff here. Oh, that's where he gets his speed from. Okay. way too thin, this blade. It is material leather. There's walnut brown, okay. Or do we... yeah, whatever. There's a fucking needle, which is gonna be important later on. Let's go back to this actually and make this guy a little bit wider again. What if I say I do this? And I put the point even like further in that direction. Ah, there we got it, speed +1. At least this one finally has an actual like controlled balance value, I guess. That is a sword. Bennett takes the sword with reverent hands, his weathered face lighting up. Clodo wags his tail. Don't know much about swordsmith, but this one feels good in my hands. Makes a few careful practice swings, testing the weapon's weight and reach, while Clodo watches approvingly. Keep the dog out of this. If any more vultures circle around my family, they'll find more than they bargained for. Between Clodo's teeth and this blade, the Maunders can hold their ground. Yeah, be careful out there. Thank you, Smith. Here, take this. I found it in the ruins. A gleaming necklace, clearly valuable. I'm just gonna say thank you. If you ever need anything, company, a hot meal, whatever, you know where to find us. Come on, Clodo. And I got some trash. Level 3? What would I need to do to get here? Level 5. Also, and this is only the demo so far, like holy crap. Sword part scaling. Asymmetrical blades. Let's go. Garrett wants to give me a pendant. Or I could go to Brian. Better hide this where the gleam of gold attracts jealousy like flies. Could salvage this and this, but I still have enough energy for this job. Am I missing something? Smith's companion. Do I have that one? Yeah. I need a proper weaponsmith. Something that shows I'm serious about keeping order in this camp. What do you mean by keeping order? Lowers his voice. I've worked it out, you see. Aaron keeps not just stranding us out here without reason. They're testing us, seeing who's the best among us. If a monster attacks or a riot breaks out at the gate, I want a sword at my hand so I can leap into action and help the guards. If I impress them, I reckon I have a solid chance of gaining a place in the keep. I don't judge, what do you need? I don't know much about swords, smithing, weighty and impressive. Something. Wow. He wants it rather long as well. Bonk, 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 bonk. Two-handed, yeah. Impact, he doesn't care. Sharpness, medium, whatever. This doesn't matter. A broad point. Wait, what do you mean? Couldn't I? No, that does that again. Wait, what the heck? Okay, I'm not doing it. Width. Yeah, thickness and width should come together actually. Can I make this? I know that is not what a broad point usually refers to, but whatever. I wish I could do like a smooth transition there. Wait a second, let's do it like this. Oh my god, wait a second. Oops. Chat, nothing to see here. Actually, this is good. Oops, no. Let's not look in that direction. Taper width. What happens if I... Like, what the heck? Oh my god, he is... Oh my god, girthy. I am so sorry. Oh my god. No, it doesn't really do it. Let's keep this at 0 then. Okay, there we finally go. Use the symmetry feature to create single-edged blades or add decoration to one side of the sword. For most abilities, you can set which sides of the blade are influenced, left, right, or both. Click the asymmetry button to cycle through. I don't quite get what exactly is happening here. What if I say only do this side? But how do I? Should this part even be... I'm so sorry. But I haven't yet figured out how to is this sword extremely thin again? Haven't figured out how to do like the little spikes. Combine with edge thickness. It's gonna cost me all my sharpness. Can I do something to that? No, I can't. Width. Point again? No. I need to figure that one out at a later time. You are getting one of these guys again. Your double grip. Wait, let me. Can I? What is sync? I have no idea what that is supposed to be doing. Okay, I can like fine tune it. What the heck? I can't rotate it like this way that the thin end is pointing forwards. It would make a little bit of sense on this guy, I feel. Okay, normal and this guy again, and then one of these guys. Can't wait. And he wants to be walnut brown as well, actually. Structured leather or smooth? Give me structured. Okay, what the heck kind of structure that? What the heck kind of structure ever that is supposed to be? I'm not gonna say what I would have done if I had figured out how to do the extra shapes. That's gonna happen later, I guess. Maybe I will revisit this at some point, I don't know. Very thin, but long. Actually, you know what? Maybe he does deserve a little bit of width. Wait, no. Just say change width now, like this. No, it's not a broad point to them anymore. Okay. So yeah, you can stack these in funny ways. Like this change width did that. Yeah, and I guess that is how you would do like funny curves and whatever. You know what? I don't care for giving names, but you can all, like, you know what this is. He holds up the sword admiringly. The blade catches the light and a broad smile crosses his simple face. Won't be long now. Next bit of trouble. I show the watch how helpful I can be. Yeah, the watch might not be as welcoming as you think, whatever. Oh, I'm sure it will take some time before they trust me, but eventually they realize how loyal I am. Once I'm in this city, I'll put in a good word for you, Smith. Wow, what a beautiful sword. Ah, they didn't show the tip. Just the tip. I feel like it is time for me to switch games. I am enjoying this. I am especially enjoying the potential. Curved blades, yeah. What is fuller? Ooh. I don't know. I didn't know that these were called fuller, but yeah, okay, I get it. I know these. Like the thinner part on the inside of the blade, yeah. Lots of blades have those. What do you say? We briefly quit out of this. Actually, get rid of you entirely for a second there. I can definitely see myself buying the early access version and playing this on my own time again. Now, instead, where is it? Should be here any second. Hello? 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 Nothing's happening. Launching. Please, yeah? Why are you like this? Okay, I'm gonna cancel this briefly. Please, don't disappoint me. That's unfortunate. let me try something at least. You go away. I cancel you trying to launch. What if I use the exe directly? Okay, that seems to do something. There we go. That worked. The tournament arena, blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, let me briefly check. Where is it? 5 days remaining on the Kickstarter for this game, and it has already reached more than 200,000 euros of funding, which is enough for the second highest stretch goal. And at 400,000, apparently they pledged to add a new game area, I guess, but we have tons of stuff here that's already reached, like 35k USD as... oh yeah, that's USD, this is euro, whatever. 35k USD was the base goal. For 50k they would add first person mode. Let me change the category on Twitch. At 80 and 95k they would respectively add job minigames for at 80k baking, woodcutting and becoming a bard, and at 95k you could become a rooster trainer, which is weird, or a cut purse, which is more normal. Like, that is job minigames for those jobs, I assume. Otherwise you could do them anyway, but there would be no minigame. 120k finisher animations, okay. 145 more melee ranged types with unique movesets. Like, that should be the goal anyway, I feel like, to have a wide range of weapon types. 170k combat animations based on weapon proficiency. That's pretty cool though, we know that one from Gothic 1 and 2. 220k PS5, Xbox and Nintendo Switch. Can they just do that? Say, like, if I get this money I will realize those other two, other three I mean, console release basically. Well, I mean, okay, yeah, pretty much. Like, I've seen the Nintendo eShop, like, there's so much trash, and then 400k USD. New island off the coast of West. Okay. Let's go to the arena, and we are Karak the Warrior, which is like a preset character they have made for us. There is gonna be full customization and way more quote-unquote classes in the actual game, is what they describe up here. Early test build, yeah. And already it looks pretty cool. Torch, pick up. I picked up that torch. I can lift this well, which means I have it now here. That feels very aggressive, that throw. Ooh! Nice. Whatever. A rusty short sword? Codex Circulus? Okay. Chronicon Divinae. Whatever, what the heck. This is pretty sick, I will say. A plea. Hello, I'm Livia Medov of Mirko. Meal bugs has found their way into my house, but I cannot deal with them. With them. Too many. I am willing to pay for someone. Please look for me in Ivesport, Lower Town. Second house after tavern. Die advertisement. Are you tired of your bland clothes? Do you want to look dashing like a noble? Then look no further than Bianca's dye shop in Westport. With the generations of experience under our belt and locally produced dyes, we can make anything you imagine happen. Don't settle for mediocrum. Come to Bianca's. Wanted poster. Wanted, dead or alive. By decree of his lordship, Withgar JJJJ hereby proclaim Dominic Wifford an enemy of the kingdom and strip him of his former titles. Blah blah blah. Gold. Why is it so dark in here? Let me grab this in that case. Oh, he is very fancy. What did I do wrong?
How fare thee?
Left click. Okay, but if you have a torch in your hand, left click is throw item. His hands are a little bit upsetting. Hail traveler, want to try your luck in our arena? Or perhaps can I interest you in my wares? Show me your wares. I have my dull S stock. 120 gold. His stuff is pretty expensive. Can afford only these cheap items. It would be cool to get something for my chest. Chainmail, hell yeah. Cancel? I want to fight in the arena. You seem like a newcomer, so let me tell you, here in Westport the matches go until death. We will first go up against some unlucky bastard who drank himself strong. Come back for your money afterwards, if you win, that is. And that should have opened the arena. Let me briefly... Okay, if I don't press anything, it's a forward attack. Otherwise, I can do some sick shit. Do I have stamina? Oops. Dodging attacks. Oof. That was pretty rough. Wait. Did he lose? He lost his head. That's sick. You can also dodge by default using R to get some distance from your enemies and evade attacks. Dodges are generally easier to perform than parries. The first half of your dodge animation provides full immunity, but you are left vulnerable while recovering. 2 bottles of beer. Take all. Oh my god, that's dark. Two-handed greatsword. What the heck? Damage 15, impact 12. Well, mine is better. Okay, I'm keeping it then. Do I need to perhaps... How do I actually use this? Do I get a reward? How come you're back so soon? The poor sort has been dealt with. What am I up against next? 200 gold. Okay, so you're not a good for nothing, eh? Well done. Here's your reward. Next up, you will face a group of Naughts. I'll signal the gatekeeper. 325. Let's buy this. Nice. Good feature. Wait, that didn't... Oops. Didn't actually buy it. Balance, accept. Ah. Okay, this time. Did I not press accept? Oh, now we're looking like something. Got some rats, okay. Oh my god. Mole rats or whatever. Apparently the damage is velocity based. Round 2-1. Do these guys have anything? They do. Do I need that? Can I use this? Oh my god. That would have made it the perfect gothic like. What if I say use? Potency, okay. Same thing basically, just the potion is stronger than a random piece of meat. I'm sure they've heard this squealing even in Neo Westlandia. Yes, I believe you've had plenty of encounters with these critters. For the next round we have this weird fella here. You see he has a bunch of trained dogs. Take care, stranger. I don't think I really need any of this. My stuff is not that valuable anyway, but I have patchwork pants. Not this time, I guess. Well, I could use my kick actually now. poise has been broken. Can I? Dragging unlocked. My ancient instincts are kicking in. Here's slices of meat and a loot. What the heck? Random pieces of meat. Back again, you are a tough one. Dogs have been put down, you've made a good sum. I hope they do voice acting for this game. I assume they would. Like, back in the day, voice acting was like a huge hurdle, but I think nowadays, like where game file size is not that big a constraint, there's other things that are way more expensive than just hiring a couple of people. As like just hiring a couple of voice actors, I mean. I made a good sum, stranger. No one would have guessed a newcomer like you to stand there placed well. Here's your share. 400 gold. The next bout is somewhat special. A group of grayskin, only lesser ones. Don't worry, I'm sure it will all be well, surely. Anything else I can help with? Don't need this. Or this. Or this, I guess. Gonna give him my pants. Oh, and the bottles of beer are actually valuable. Do I want a sword? I don't know. Do different kinds of weapons have different movesets already? Great sword, axe, great axe, sword, mace. I assume they would. Well, I can actually afford this guy. Bastard sword. Oh my god, first of all this, then that. I'm feeling extremely gothic actually. What the heck was that? That was extremely sick, I will say. Otherwise... Wait, this dude still alive? He was, okay. Okay, they only have their weapons, I guess. If they do have them. Let me just say, a sick combat system. Their screech gives me goosebumps. I've cleaned them up. I never would have expected you to be this skilled. Don't take this the wrong way. Next up, 500 gold. The Hunter brothers have chosen to challenge you. You see, something's not right with these ones. They got bored of killing animals, so they turned to darker measures. Take care, strangers. Take care of your wounds. I am still fine, okay. This is cool. Everything about this rocks, actually. Okay, I got the first guy. Hi, Red Couch. Ouch. This is Sword Hero. Oh my god, I got him. I played the Bladesong demo earlier. I think I need to do something here. Can I? Bandaged scar? Doing this anyway, okay. Short bow, take all. And the other guy. Blood? This is sick, actually. It could bleed out, I guess. Inventory. What would happen if I said, give me the short bow? Hey, there's my champion. The Hunter brothers are no more. After what I've seen from you today, I had no doubts you'd be able to take them head on. Congratulations, but I think maybe you should call it a day. What? Don't upset me, Keeper. I've come to fight and I will. Don't get cocky, stranger. I just want to keep you alive. You see, your next foe would be none other than Sandro, a retired archlancer. What the heck is an archlancer? If we die now, we die. Those hunters really did a number on you, eh? Archlancers are the topmost elite soldiers of each kingdom around the ring, handpicked to be the wielders of archlances, those unimaginable weapons from the deep. Sandro no longer has his archlance since he's retired, but don't let that fool you. The gate is open. May the builder be with you, stranger. Anything else? Yeah, do you have healing? How expensive are these? 50. Handful of coins inside that thing, okay. Portion of rice. Like, using that. 25 gold, okay. I wonder whether I will be able to survive this. Very difficult but possible, they say. Ouch! Oh my god, I didn't put the... I missed! I didn't put the potion into the quick access, whatever. Let's go to the main menu and briefly try the Scholar. Okay, what can you do, my guy? Have this here. A sudden burst of raw energy on an area. And we do regenerate Psy, what the heck? What the heck?
Hail.
I want to fight, yes, always. I'm just gonna go. What the heck? He has been dealt with. What can he sell me? A rusty short sword. Let's get rid of that. And instead... get a woodcutter axe. Why not get this purple thing while we're at it? Ah, the mole rats again. Not enough Psy? Why? Now, okay. Takes almost my complete amount of Psy, whatever. Wait, no, I don't care. Dude and his dogs.
Don't cross me.
Is he? No. I got him. Oh, we have Psy potions as well as this guy. This is mean. Next should be the graylings or whatever they were. Oh, we were pretty weak actually, ended due to blood loss. Let's briefly see what the tournament has to offer. You are a slave, okay. I should have spent more time reading. What the heck is that kind of move? And I punched his arm right off. Okay. Didn't actually do anything. Do you get healed completely? No, I don't. The jump kick is pretty sick. Can I do anything against my bleeding? No? Okay. Kicked his head right off. Loadouts. Unlock better loadouts by reaching higher stages. Okay, the Wanderer. How are these? Okay, this moveset again. Am I allowed to use this? Let's not, I don't care. Oh my god, that combos into another attack. You can take the melee slasher out of Ren. No, you can't. You can take Ren out of the melee slasher, but you can't take the melee slasher out of Ren. Ouch! Oh, he killed me. How unfortunate. Wait, I'm locked out again? Randomized look. Randomized gear. don't know if I want to keep doing this. Back to main menu. And the only thing left to do is basically try this guy out just briefly. A lockpick. Wait a second. What is raking in this case? Out of lockpicks, amazing.
Hey there.
It didn't do that much damage.
Don't kill me, please.
Did he cry? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I feel really bad now. He said he only did it because he's drunk. And then, like, the tiny, like, gasp. Like that one. Oh my god, no. I don't want to fight in this arena anymore. I feel bad now. Oh no, what have I done? Either way, I've seen, like, pretty much everything in this demo now, except obviously for the higher stages of the tournament, and I have beaten the final enemy in the arena. It is apparently doable, but probably difficult. Yeah, I can see that. I haven't given to the Kickstarter yet. It's going for 5 more days. I want to see this succeed. My contribution probably will do nothing to that end. But I want to play it eventually anyway, so I don't know. Do I kickstart now or just get it later when it actually succeeded? Do I even want alpha and beta access or anything like that? Any of the rewards from the higher tiers? I don't know. Difficult. But this is pretty sick. Like, if this game gets realized as what it's trying to do, then that's an amazing game in my book. The looks are already, like, pretty much what I like, this is kind of my ideal aesthetic already, again, like in this general ballpark though, obviously. Like, I don't need more graphical fidelity than this. Either way, that's it for today. Shorter stream again. I will keep it short, actually short this time. Unlike yesterday, when it went way longer than I initially thought. Gonna figure out some stuff for tomorrow, and then we are back with let me quit this. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. The suffering will continue, and this time it's gonna be worse than ever before. So, yeah, tune in for that. Tune in to see me suffer tomorrow. Same time as every day. Every day, not every stream day, whatever. A regular scheduled, whatever time. You know it. The Saturday, 19 p.m. CET, exactly. That's how it goes. Central European time. What am I even doing? F this shit. Until next time, thank you for watching, take care and goodbye.